I'm very, very much an entrepreneur. Totally have a hard time with being told to fit in the box. I don't go in a box very well, and you definitely can't close the box. I had the opportunity to start a company, so we started AIS Planning, and that was extremely exciting to me because it's new, it's challenging, it's unknown, all those things that, might scare off other people, but those were exciting to me. And so that was always the intention, that I was going to own the business and to take ownership of it all and not work for somebody else and work for yourself and be able to control the destiny of your company and the destiny of your family and just that pursuit of independence. Jason Hollenquist joined AIS Planning a year after we started the business. We are as completely opposite in personalities as we could possibly be, but we grew up in this business together with our prior partner. So we had just bought more stock in the company on our path to Jason and I owning 100% of the company someday. And then 3 months after that last purchase, the owner who had majority ownership comes and says, I want to sell the rest of my ownership right now, this year. Like, this is all in the middle of great financial crisis. I want to do this. I'm done. I'm out. I want to be done. And I'm going to start searching for companies. Now, on the plus side, from that point, he engaged us in the conversation, but it was basically, here's what I'm selling it for. Go get the money. Okay, 30 days from now, buy me out. Well, we couldn't get the resources to do it. Okay, well then, now I'm going to go start putting the word out that I'm selling the company, and I'm going to go get offers. And we had offers. We had 4 offers to buy our company. And so when he got these offers, then it was really a matter of, he brought us back into the conversation, and he let us meet these companies, meet these individuals, meet the owners of those companies. And he did engage us in the discussion about, well, which one might be the best fit, right? And so we did go with the one. It was very frustrating to just see everything that you'd worked for, just kind of ripped out from under you. So we ended up going out and selling our business to somebody else. And the somebody else was the problem, because now I got into a group of 100 employees instead of 5 employees, and got into demands from, their board and their HR people, and, just really couldn't control our organization, couldn't control our hiring when we needed to hire, couldn't control our benefits and what our employees needed for benefits or what we needed for benefits. It just really got to be really annoying to the point that I was just super pissed, and it just wasn't going to happen anymore. And so there was either going to be a leave and not deal with it, or fix the problem. And my personality is more of the fix the problem, and I'm going to try to fix the problem until I've tried everything and turned over every stone. And so that was really the turning point. That's where option B really got pushed hard. It was the plan. The plan was working good. Somebody decided to change the plan, go a different direction. And it wasn't the direction that myself and my current partner were ever planning on happening. And so we finally had a serious discussion about, okay, are we going to tackle this or not? I had reached out to an attorney who knows our business really well, also a good friend of my current partner. And I had reached out to him a couple of years and said, I've talked through this with other people, and they have said, no, don't go after trying to buy this business. You're gonna fail. You're not gonna be able to do it. And I reached out to him and said, really? This is what I'm thinking I can do. And he was the first person that said, yeah, there is absolutely no reason you guys can't do this. I will be glad to talk you through kind of how to do it or what to do, or I'll be your support system or whatever. And so then I went to Jason, who's my partner now, and got that same kind of really? I completely trust you, but I have no idea how we're gonna tackle this and what we're gonna do. And so we started negotiations and had really grueling 18 months of negotiations. I mean, to the point where Jason and I became the good cop, bad cop really easily. He was usually the good cop, I was usually the bad cop. I am an emotional roller coaster. I'm crying one day and I'm screaming the next hour, and just super frustrated with negotiations. And we did that and played that game with them for a long time, and basically they didn't want to let us buy the business because we were the profitable piece of their business. We were this tiny little company in St. Cloud, but we were making just as much money for them as they were with this larger organization that they had with multiple locations and things. And so it came down to money, right? It came down to that. But also, I'm not going to be stupid about money. I'm a financial advisor, so I'm not going to overpay for something. So I'm going to make this happen somehow. So this attorney friend of ours was just this huge, huge help in going to him and just saying, how do I have this conversation? This is what they said. This is what I said. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. Okay, but I already did. It's already out on the table. He just coached us through the entire time. So every time we'd have a phone conversation, we'd be like on the phone with Jeff. Jeff, this is what happened. It's not what I wanted. I want this answer. And they didn't do this. And they pushed this button and whatever. And he's like, okay, this is what we're going to say next. This is what we're going to do next. So we went through that whole nightmare. All with the craziness of really making our employees kind of uneasy because it kept going on so long. And we actually lost employees through this process. And I don't blame them, and we're great friends with them to this day. But it was really hard for, we knew what we wanted, and we knew that we were going to keep pursuing this until we came to some consensus and some agreement. But they were looking at it as, am I going to have a job? Are they going to blow us up? Are they, all that kind of stuff. So that was a challenge. And yet part of the reason that I was doing this was for us and for them and for our future and for St. Cloud and our community and our customers, right? Because there were so many pieces about being owned by a company outside of St. Cloud that infiltrated on all of my values. It really didn't sink in for a good month. It just was like, did that really, we fought for this for so long. Did that really happen? Do we really? And then of course, when you have to start making debt payments, then it's real. We got to the end of year one and the emergency savings account was complete, was full. Nothing bad happened. Nothing unexpected happened. Nothing, in fact, it was the opposite way. We had customers referring customers to us because now we were in complete ownership and they knew that the future was here. We had growth because of that. We had employee changes, but we had new employees come on and completely understand the culture and come there for that difference. What I was able to do was I was able to step back and really kind of come back to my personal values. And that's how I made the decision of I'm either going to leave and go either start a different business or go join another company, or I'm going to fight for this, right? And that's what drove that decision. So that's where I really started. And so I really think that's super important for people to just come back to who they are and why they were put on this earth and what they're supposed to be doing and what their purpose is here. My biggest thing and my biggest advice to anybody is to go seek out other people. Be super vulnerable with telling people what you're really feeling. Somebody needs to know. Now, my somebody was, Jason, who's my future partner, but my somebody was Jeff, who was the friend and also an attorney that had bought and sold over 300 businesses. He was not the person I ever thought I could share my true feelings with and my true emotions. But the only way he was able to help us was because I let him in. I would say that there used to be this front, and then there was the real me, up until this kind of hard knocks lesson. And now there's always the real me. you get me for who I am, there isn't the front anymore. Doesn't matter, you know, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm at a chamber network event. It doesn't matter, you know, there was always this, okay, I'm supposed to be this way. And now there's just like, I am so past that. This is just who I am.